Hello everyone and welcome to another Bass Singer reaction and analysis. Today's an exciting day because Tomi P and Efe Sayin have just released their Avi Kaplan Medley, which if you're a patron of Tomi, like I am, it has been a long-awaited journey. I believe they recorded this about a year and a half ago, and it is now finally coming to fruition, which is very, very exciting. If you don't know Efe, he is one of the lowest basses for sure in this younger generation. I think he's recorded down to an E1 in chest somewhere, which is just outrageously low. We all know Tomi. He's the man. He's one of the best things happening in the acapella world for sure. Always happy to point more people towards his direction because he's a mega talent. So that's what we're doing today. Guys, please like this video. Please subscribe. It's totally free. Takes no time. It helps my channel grow. And if you're getting a lot out of these videos, please consider donating to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And one last little plug, I am raising money to shoot my first ever fully professional music video for my cover of Enemy by Imagine Dragons. Hoping to shoot in mid-May. We are over halfway to our $12,000 goal. So if you would like to chip in and help me put that together, that would mean so much, and I will leave a link below for you to check out all the details on that. Yeah, guys, without further ado, let's check out this Avi Kaplan medley. Bass Singer's cover featuring Efe Sayin, a cappella music video. This is Tomi P.
I seek the water, I seek the trees, I seek the heavens. I'm broke down to my knees.
All right, we're gonna definitely have to stop probably between each section, and maybe more so. Okay, so that was It Knows Me, Avi Kaplan, of course. All these are Avi Kaplan. And you were hearing a bunch of low C sharps there from, I think, Efe. Which is kind of right in his wheelhouse for those thick bass notes. This is just a short intro, so I don't know if this particular song is going to find its way back into the medley. But this is just about 15 seconds of one song, It Knows Me, and we'll see. I imagine most segments will be longer than that. 15 seconds per song would be pretty short, and that would pretty much probably cover all of Avi's solo career repertoire if each section of these is just 15 seconds. So I'm anticipating longer sections here. Let's go back and listen to that one again because it's so short. As always, such good blending and audio engineering from Tomi. And it's really exciting that they were actually able to shoot a full-scale music video for this one, and they actually got together in person. Another thing worth pointing out is Tomi is 6'6". Tomi is a very, very tall dude. And so Efe must be what looks like 6'3", 6'4", which means, I mean, they tower over me. Super, super tall guys. So just keep that in mind. These are like two giants with the voices to match. Here we go.
I seek the water, I seek the trees, I seek the heavens. I'm broke down to my knees. When the rain is all I see, and the bright clouds coming for me, thunder rolls got me on my knees, and then I'm back on my feet, no stopping. Ain't nothing gonna take my fire, ain't nothing gonna crush my soul. Nobody gonna make me a liar. Gonna get up if I get down low, yeah. Get down, Woo. But I keep on climbing on it. Get down, we're going strong. Don't matter if the wolves start calling. Don't matter how much I'm falling, yeah. Get down, but I keep on coming up.
Sweet. Okay, so we got about a full minute for that section. We're definitely going to go back and pick this apart some. So we started out here. Let me get my bearings in the start of this section real quick. All right, so we've got Tomi on the bass line here. We've got some nice bell tones going, which you can hear in the background. Tomi has a really good way. He's really good at using reverb in his mixes, and it creates, no matter what syllables he's using, no matter what kind of vocal articulation and percussiveness he's using, it creates this atmosphere. And I need to get tips from him on how to operate my reverb and delay, because he just is so good at bringing things forward and backwards in the mix. Like the parts he wants you to hear are right there. The parts that are just kind of adding without you even noticing are perfectly layered in. He's really a talented audio engineer. So we've got Tomi bass line, some bell tones going on, and then of course jumping in with various vowels for blending in the background. I think we're starting out on a lot of oohs here. Let's check that. So just kind of very simple, just coming in with some oohs, coming in and then taking them away. And so it creates this kind of contrast of like a full, more kind of wall of sound, and then a much more stripped down version. Just going back and forth like that really quickly adds a lot of contrast within each of these sections. And of course, section to section, you have even more. So very nice arranging there by Tomi. Not just a static sound, but there's sounds coming in and out.
When the rain is all I see, and the bright clouds coming for me.
There's some super low chest by Efe. Is that what he's doing? Then the rain comes, like all the way down to an A flat. Whoa, hold up.
Is all I see, and the bright clouds coming for me. Down the road's got me on my knees.
Down the road got me on my knees. Crazy, man, crazy. And I think those notes, I mean, you know, we all record our low bass stuff in the morning, but I think those notes are in his range to some extent throughout the day, which is just frightening. Let's listen to that again.
And the bright clouds coming for me. Down the road's got me on my knees. And then I'm back on my feet, no stopping.
Ain't nothing gonna take my fire. Ain't nothing gonna crush my soul.
Nobody gonna make me a liar. Gonna get up if I get down low, yeah.
Yeah, really nice. It's really great. Again, something I pointed out in the Misty Mountains video was, you know, people of the same voice type having so many different timbres and colors, same voice type, but radically different voices. There's another comparison here of these two bass singers, like so different in every way in terms of what their strengths are and what their vocal colors are. Efe has a much more breathy, like raw, not gritty, but gravelly almost. Like, it's more, so Avi has a very natural kind of breathy, warm tone. Efe is like another step in that direction, even more earthy, you know, even more raw than Avi's voice. And then Tomi is like a much more pure sound, much tighter vocal fold closure, much more brightness, much more power in those higher harmonics. So it creates this really interesting contrast. I mean, even singing in the exact same range with the same notes, radically different sounds coming from these two voices. Super cool to see back to back.
Get down, but I keep on climbing on it. Get down.
Oh, that was cool. Listen to the Tomi is echoing the lyrics in a totally, like, kind of in his own lane, like a totally different rhythms from what's happening in the original A, and B, what's happening here with the solos. Listen to that.
Get down, but I keep on climbing on it. Get down.
Night time, morning time. Going on over here while we're focusing on the main melody, which Efe is singing. Very cool. Nice touch.
Don't matter if the wolves stop calling. Don't matter how what I'm for, yeah. Get down, get down.
Get down, get down, down. I love that riff. And Tomi has really great vocal agility, so any kind of riffing, he's going to be all over.
But I keep on coming up.
You guys know I just covered this one. Oh.
Emerald ivy wraps around my skin.
Okay. Oh! Ooh. God, it's so low you can barely hear it. Ooh. E1 to F sharp 1 subharmonic. They're doing this a half step lower than the original. This is C sharp minor. There it is. And I think we've got Tomi doing in what would be the original octave, and then Efe doing it an octave lower, which is how I started my cover out. I also like they changed the scenery to the forest background, which makes much more sense for at least the start of this song, Emerald Ivy, talking about forest. So a nice touch there from a video production side. And again, we have bell tones here. Bell tones, very nice addition. It's, I think, the best way to capture what's happening in the original song. So a smart arrangement choice there. But let's go back and just check out these octaves that are happening.
Ivy wraps around my skin.
Woo!
Pulls me deeper, drags me back again.
Yeah. That's raw, baby. It's so good for this song.
Tangle me up in your vines. Take my spirit, take my mind. Take me over to that other side.
Okay, again, Tomi with this reverb, these high, beautiful, ethereal, angel-like soprano lines that if he didn't know how to work the engineering and the mixing, they could be in your face and super distracting, but instead we're just like in Lothlorien, you know, with the Elven Choir. Just like super high, floaty, ethereal is the best way to describe it, and Tomi's an absolute master of the super high head voice stuff. So this is really cool. We've got huge range going on in this section. Not an in-your-face kind of way. You know, they're not throwing the bass notes in your face, and they're not throwing the high notes in your face, but you can, I mean, the span here is C sharp 2 at least to, let's see how high Tomi was getting there.
Take me over to that other side.
I gotta go back a bit more.
Take my spirit, take my mind.
E. So at least an E5, maybe higher. Also, you will again see me checking. I've got my 30-minute limit set because my camera records for 30 minutes, and I really feel like 30 minutes for my videos is the sweet spot. You guys know I could talk about each of these videos for hours if I really wanted to get every detail broken down, but I feel like 30 minutes is a palatable amount of time, a digestible amount of time for analysis for you guys especially. So let me know what you think about the 30-minute limit. And let's bump it up a little bit. I think we're about halfway through. Oh. Look how tall, there you can tell how tall Tomi is. I'm sure he's uphill from Efe, but I mean, you could tell if he was standing there alone. That's a tall dude. One of my best friends, Hunter, grew up with him since he was a kid. He's 6'7" and really skinny like Tomi. And it's shocking every time I see him. I'm like, how are you that tall? I know you didn't do anything, but how are you that tall? Crazy. F sharp 5.
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain. We all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long, for I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Beautiful, guys. Really, really beautiful, simple arrangement, just nice blending, you know, ooh vowels, mms, and again, just showing off the beauty, the radically different beauty of these two voices. Just that earthy, gravelly, raw vocal that Efe provides. And you can tell every time he starts a phrase, you can tell his voice, like he's got to get his voice up to be there, because his voice naturally sits so crazy low. And then Tomi comes in, totally different sounds, just completely pure tone. Just stunning. Stunning. Let's go back just a bit. I just want to hear part of this section again.
For it won't be long, for I'm gonna need some.
That's
Long, for I'm gonna need some.
A1 chest from Efe. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. If that had been a true solo moment, that's borderline pit viper for our boy. Let's listen to it again. And so bassy. Now you can of course boost bass frequencies later, which you often do for bass vocals, but Efe's got a lot of bass resonance down there. A lot of bass sound energy coming out.
For I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Oh, really cool transition there. Back to C sharp minor, maybe? Yeah, okay. Very cool. Very, very cool transition there. Really nice high descanty line from Tomi there. Starting on a G sharp 5. Way up there. Really, really nicely done. What else did I want to say? There was one other big thing. Oh, so he's using this, you know, I almost feel like it's kind of invokes the feeling of the breeze they're talking about in the text. This and then just listen, he just holds out this TS sound for a long period of time. Sometimes you'll use that technique in electronic music if you just kind of want to fill empty space with an effect that's not in your face, but it totally eats up the silence in a way when set to the right level and set to all these other audio engineering parameters I've mentioned earlier. So listen to that carry throughout, and I really think it kind of ties together the text with their musical presentation here.
Make my way back home to that cool summer breeze and those old evergreens, the only place to rest my weary bones.
So it's a really nice effect, and to me, just listening to the text, Ooh, summer breeze and those just like summer breeze to me. It feels like that vocal percussion effect is like the wind rustling through the leaves. That's kind of what I hear there. You can let me know if that makes sense to you guys or not. But I think it's a really nice effect. Otherwise, not terribly complicated. I guess they're both doing parts of the solo. Tommy's up high on the descant. Let's listen to what's going on in the bass. So I guess they went down to the C sharp there at the end, but for the most part, it was a pretty high bass line for that whole section. Again, they're not throwing anything in our face, and I really, really love that about this arrangement. And it's the same way Avi is. Like, Avi, outside of pentatonics, is never throwing low notes in your face for no reason. They always have a purpose. They always serve the music and have purpose. They have a meaning beyond just like, hey, here's a low note. And they're really staying true to that, to the core of this piece. And I bet Avi will see this, and I bet he'll be very, very pleased with how they have interpreted, taken the roots of his music, and turned it into their own truly wonderful medley. Oh, okay, hold up. Down to F sharp 1 subharmonic there. I don't think FAU. No, he does. Of course he does subharmonics. I've heard him do a freaking B0. Let's see if we can figure out whose that was. Looks like Tommy. That sounds like a Tommy subharmonic to me, which I have heard a lot of behind the scenes bass gang stuff. There it is, F sharp 1. Yeah, beautiful. One more time.
Rest my soul, grace set me free. I know my sins and they know me.
Ooh, very nice. Also, I want to point out one little added thing here Tommy does, where I think the chord hits and then he resolves it a second later. It's like an appoggiatura. Appoggiatura.
Rest my soul, grace set me free.
So that the chord is already changed. It creates this little suspense. That's called an appoggiatura.
Soul, grace set me free. I know my sins and they know me. Rest my soul, grace set me free. Hail to the bass God, the great Avi.
Hail to the bass god, the great Avi. That's a nice touch. You gotta love that. Let's see, I've got a few. What am I at? 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. Yeah, buddy. Let's go back. And then we got a freaking C sharp 1 sub from FA. I think he goes. I think he goes C. Yeah, I think it goes C sharp 2, G sharp 1, C sharp 1. That deserves Pit Vipers right here in the last chord. And I really like that. Shout out to Avi there, written into the music. Very cool. So the difference between these last two repeated sections is, of course, they throw in all this bass. Efe drops the octave down, and then they finish on a C sharp 1. Whereas the previous iteration of this text was much lighter. So good. I mean, you gotta throw some big bass in there. And again, I just don't. It's not overstated. It's not in your face. Even that C sharp 1 is blended. You know, it's mixed in well. So it's just very tasteful. It's all very well done and tasteful.
I know my sins and they know
Here we go.
me. Rest my soul, grace set me free. Hail to the bass God, the great Avi.
Yes.
Can you hear that?
Fantastic.
What the hell?
What is this?
Where's my medley?
Thank you so much.
Is that from something else, or did they get Tim to come hop on? That'd be so cool. I feel like Tommy would have told me if they did that. Okay. Wow. Bravo to Tommy and Efe. This is a really exceptional Avi Kaplan medley. I don't think it could be done better. It was just so polished and nothing show-offy. Everything was serving the music. I think you got, five or six of Avi's songs in there and a 4.5 minute medley, which is really good. That takes a lot of creativity on the arranging part to not feel like it's jumping around everywhere. There were some really interesting transitions piece to piece. And just overall so well done. And it was as good as I hoped, probably even better. So bravo to you guys. This is really, really wonderful. And everyone, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to Tommy, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but go subscribe. If you haven't checked out Efe, I still don't know what you're doing with your life. Go check them out. And yeah, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Totally free to do it. Just click the subscribe button and stay updated on what I'm doing. And consider donating the fundraiser to my music video. It's my biggest musical undertaking yet. It's a huge project, $12,000 project, full coordination with producers, and there's going to be full camera crew, makeup, costuming, absolutely everything. We are going all in on this because I really feel that this is a special cover. It's kind of a crazy mix of my dubstep production background, my bass vocal stuff, and my operatic stuff, all kind of come together in this absolutely wild cover. So I'm very excited about that. And of course, as always, if you're gaining value from this, please consider donating to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month for behind the scenes access, early access, releases of early drafts of songs, and of course, interaction with me. I talk with my patrons every single day in the Discord server and answer all their messages on Patreon. So if you want to, get to know me better, check that out. And I would love to have you there. Join the Patreon family, going, I think, 165 patrons strong right now, which is just absolutely incredible. I'm so grateful for all of them. All right, guys, thanks so much, and I will see you in the next one. Tommy, Efe, you guys are rock stars. This was so good. Thank you for sharing this art with us. And of course, Avi, thank you for sharing the art originally so that bass singers like us can sing with you and get inspired by you. So much love to all of you. All right, guys, peace.